Many people were expecting Tesla to prepare something big, but no one imagined it would be something so transformative. Elon Musk has finally confirmed what many fans of the brand have been speculating for a long time. The long-awaited Tesla Model Q will be launched in 2025. And here's the surprise. Its price will be below an impressive $17,576. That's right. This price makes the Model Q the most affordable electric car in Tesla's history, with the potential to truly revolutionize the electric vehicle market. But how did Tesla manage to reach such a competitive price point without sacrificing the quality and innovation that made it famous? If there's one thing Elon Musk is an expert at, it's defying expectations. Tesla has always been synonymous with powerful, cutting-edge electric cars, but it's never been associated with low prices. With the Model Q, that barrier is about to be broken. The announcement took many by surprise, especially considering that until recently, the idea of a Tesla under $25,000 seemed like a distant fantasy. However, Musk has once again shown that he's not in the game to lose, and the Model Q could be the key to further cementing the company's dominance in the automotive sector. If the price is already surprising, what makes this news even more intriguing is that the Model Q will not be just a cheap car. It will come packed with technological innovations. This is not a basic model without identity. On the contrary, the new car promises to maintain Tesla's DNA, with a futuristic design, solid performance, and the efficiency that consumers have come to expect from the brand. The goal is not just to create an affordable electric vehicle. It is to create an affordable electric vehicle that is still essentially a Tesla. The strategy behind this launch is also drawing attention. Until now, the lower-priced electric vehicle segment has been dominated by Chinese automakers who have relied on low prices to gain market share. But Tesla doesn't seem willing to give up this niche so easily. With the Model Q, the brand is entering new territory, that of consumers who have always dreamed of owning a Tesla, but couldn't justify the investment. If the company really delivers on its promise, the competition will have to catch up quickly. One question that arises is how Tesla intends to manufacture the Model Q while maintaining reasonable profit margins. Such an aggressive price raises questions about what cost cuts and industrial innovations will be implemented. We know that Tesla is a master at reinventing production processes, and this model is expected to bring revolutionary advances in the manufacturing of electric vehicles. Still, the big curiosity is, what cards do Elon Musk and his team have up their sleeves to make this possible? And there's another game changer. Model Q production won't be limited to the United States or China, as many had predicted. The company is planning to move to manufacturing in unusual locations, which could further reduce costs and make the car more affordable globally. This shows that Musk is thinking globally, not just in the US market. When it comes to low-cost automotive manufacturing, the first country that usually comes to mind is China. However, Tesla has decided to take a different and surprising path. While many believed that the Model Q would be manufactured exclusively in Mexico, Elon Musk has revealed that India will also be part of this production plan. It's a bold move, but one with great potential to reduce costs and increase access to the model. Why India? While it has never been considered a central part of Tesla's manufacturing network, the choice makes sense when you look at the numbers. The country offers labor costs that are up to 32% lower than China's, and has a government that is keen to attract foreign investment, offering tax incentives and favorable terms to electric car makers. If there was ever a perfect time for Tesla to expand its global operations, it is now. And India could be a key part of that move. In India, the turning point has arrived. Many were expecting Tesla to be preparing something big, but no one anticipated such a big impact. Elon Musk has finally confirmed what Tesla enthusiasts have been saying for a long time. The Tesla Model Q is on its way, scheduled for launch in 2025. And what caught everyone's attention? A price tag of just under $17,576. That's right. That price makes the Model Q the most affordable electric car in Tesla's history, and it could represent a definitive game changer in the electric vehicle market. But the big question that hangs in the air is, how did Tesla manage to reach such a low price without giving up the quality and innovation that have always characterized it? If there is one thing that Elon Musk masters like few others, it is the power to surprise. Tesla has established itself as a benchmark in performance and cutting-edge technology. but it has never been known for offering affordable prices. With the Model Q, this paradigm is about to change. The announcement took many by surprise, especially because, until recently, imagining a Tesla for less than $25,000 seemed like a distant idea. However, Musk has made it clear that he is not willing to lose ground, and the Model Q could be the key to taking the company to a new phase of supremacy in the automotive sector. Now, if a Tesla under $17,576 is already big news in itself, what makes it even more interesting is that this model won't just be economical. It will also come loaded with technological innovations. This isn't a basic car without an identity. Quite the opposite. The Model Q promises to keep the Tesla spirit intact, with a bold design, good performance, and the efficiency that consumers already know from the brand. The idea is not just to create a cheap electric car, but rather an affordable electric car that remains, in essence, a true Tesla. The strategy behind this launch is also generating a lot of attention. Until now, the entry-level electric vehicle segment has been dominated by Chinese automakers, which have used low prices to gain market share. But Tesla doesn't seem willing to give up its space so easily. The Model Q represents the company's entry into a new competitive landscape, targeting directly the audience that has always wanted to own a Tesla but could never justify the high investment. If the brand really delivers on its promises, its competitors will have to catch up to keep up. Another important point being discussed is how Tesla will be able to produce the Model Q at such an aggressive price without compromising its profit margin. This raises questions about the cost-cutting and innovative solutions that the company intends to adopt. Tesla is already known for reinventing its production processes, and everything indicates that this new model will bring radical advances in the way electric vehicles are manufactured. However, the question still remains: what secret do Elon Musk and his team have to make this project viable? In addition to the surprising price, there is another detail that could change the global scenario. The production of the Model Q will not be restricted to the United States or China, as many imagined. The company plans to adopt manufacturing strategies in unexpected locations, which could contribute to an even greater reduction in costs and make the vehicle more accessible in different regions of the world. This decision clearly shows that Elon Musk is thinking beyond the borders of North America. His vision is now truly global. When we talk about low-cost automotive manufacturing, the first country that usually comes to mind is China. However, Tesla has surprised everyone by choosing an alternative and, for many, unexpected path. Contrary to what many expected, the new Tesla Model Q will not be manufactured exclusively in Mexico. Musk has announced that production will also take place in India, a bold move that could drastically reduce costs and make the car even more affordable. But why choose India, a country that until now had not been considered a key part of Tesla's production structure? The answer becomes clear when we look at operating costs. India offers a significant economic advantage, with labor costs up to 32% lower than in China. In addition, the Indian government has shown great interest in attracting foreign investment, offering tax incentives and attractive conditions to electric vehicle manufacturers. If there was ever an ideal time for Tesla to set up shop in the country, it is now. One of the key aspects of this new production strategy is the use of LFP, lithium iron phosphate batteries, which bring several benefits. The most important is the elimination of the use of cobalt, one of the most expensive and controversial materials in traditional battery manufacturing. In addition to its high cost, cobalt is often linked to serious environmental impact and labor exploitation issues. By removing it from the equation, Tesla was able to reduce battery costs by up to 30%, while creating a more stable and sustainable supply chain, essential for large-scale production of the Model Q. But what really sets LFP batteries apart is not just their low price, but their exceptional durability. While conventional batteries lose performance over time, LFPs can withstand more than 3,000 recharge cycles without significant degradation. In practice, this means that the Model Q can travel for more than 1 million kilometers without needing to replace the battery, a true milestone in the electric mobility sector, which easily surpasses older models. Another strong point of these batteries is safety. LFPs are much more thermally stable and have a much higher resistance to high temperatures, which drastically reduces the risk of overheating or fires, a common concern among electric vehicle consumers. With this technology, Tesla is making the Model Q not only cheaper, but also safer and more reliable. What's more, LFP batteries maintain their performance even in extreme weather conditions. Unlike other chemistries that struggle in very cold climates, LFP batteries are optimized to perform equally well in the scorching heat of Arizona and the freezing winters of Canada. This gives drivers consistent range regardless of the outside temperature. Another interesting detail is that, unlike nickel-cobalt batteries, LFPs can be charged up to 100% without compromising their useful life. This completely changes the user experience, as today many electric vehicle owners avoid exceeding 80% charge to preserve the battery. With the Model Q, this concern disappears. If there's one thing Elon Musk loves to do, it's reinvent the way cars are made. And with the Model Q, that philosophy is being taken to the next level. One of the most revolutionary technologies used in this model is called Giga casting, an innovative manufacturing process that is transforming the way Tesla vehicles are assembled. In traditional manufacturing, building a car requires hundreds of separate parts. With Giga casting, large sections of the vehicle are molded as a single piece, which dramatically reduces manufacturing time and costs. To understand the scale of this innovation, just look at conventional manufacturing. For example, the rear structure of a typical car can have more than 370 different components, all requiring manual assembly, welding, and finishing. With Giga casting, all of this is replaced by just one casting, a giant leap forward in efficiency and standardization. With the use of Giga casting technology, Tesla has revolutionized the automotive manufacturing process. Previously, assembling the structural parts of a car involved hundreds of separate components, requiring welding, manual adjustments, and hours of labor. Now, thanks to this innovative technique, all this work is simplified to just one or two large molded parts. Fewer parts means fewer assemblies, less room for error, and much faster production. This advancement not only speeds up the production line, reducing assembly time from hours to just minutes, but also results in lighter, stronger vehicles. The castings are made from highly durable aluminum alloys, providing a more rigid and safer structure. And because a lighter car consumes less energy, the result is a significant increase in range per charge, something essential for electric vehicles. The impact of this technique goes beyond efficiency. By reducing the number of components and labor required, production costs are dramatically reduced, up to 30% in savings on materials and labor. This allows the Model Q to be produced at a lower cost, while still achieving higher quality. Fewer parts also mean fewer defects, less waste, and greater reliability. For a model that is set to be Tesla's most affordable to date, every saving is crucial, and production speed is a separate chapter. Before, assembling the chassis of an electric car took an average of 3 hours. With Giga casting, that time has dropped to just 90 minutes. This allows Tesla to manufacture up to 45 units per hour, far ahead of competitors who still use traditional methods and produce between 18 and 22 vehicles in the same period. When you think about meeting such a gigantic global demand, this efficiency becomes a powerful strategic advantage. However, Giga casting's real advantage is not only in its savings, but also in improving the quality of the final product. With fewer welds and joints, the car becomes more solid, which reduces noise, misalignment, and possible structural problems over time. The result? A more reliable, durable vehicle with less maintenance requirements. In addition, Tesla is making a major internal change by adopting a 48-volt electrical architecture, something that may seem too technical at first glance, but represents a huge leap in efficiency. While most of the automotive industry still uses 12V electrical systems, Tesla, always one step ahead, is already applying this new architecture in the Model Q as well as in the Cybertruck. The main advantage? A significant reduction in the weight of the wiring. In traditional cars, the wiring can weigh between 36 and 40 kilos, as thicker wires are needed to support the electric current. With the 48V system, it is possible to use thinner cables, saving around 18 to 20 kilograms, which directly contributes to improving the car's range and efficiency. And it's not just the weight that changes, electrical efficiency also improves. With higher voltage, it is possible to transmit the same power with lower current, which reduces heat generation and energy loss. This type of optimization is essential for the new generation of electric vehicles. which are increasingly equipped with advanced technologies and high energy demands. This means that Model Q will be able to operate with minimal electrical losses, resulting in a more efficient system with less need for cooling and lower battery consumption. Another key benefit of this innovation is the significant reduction in manufacturing and maintenance costs. With a more optimized electrical system, Model Q components tend to be cheaper and more durable, which makes the car even more economically viable, without compromising quality. For the end consumer, this means fewer maintenance headaches and greater reliability over the years. The implementation of the 48-volt electrical architecture also opens the door to more advanced technologies, such as more precise power steering, more sophisticated entertainment systems, and even more effective safety features. Because the system can deliver more power to components without the need for bulky cables, Model Q can be equipped with cutting-edge innovations without compromising efficiency. This positions the vehicle at a premium in today's automotive landscape. Elon Musk, as always, doesn't follow the traditional industry path. He redefines it. And that's exactly what happened with Tesla's decision to build the Model Q in India. Until recently, the country wasn't seen as a strategic priority for the company, but that's changed dramatically. With lower operating costs, tax incentives, and a rapidly growing battery industry, India has become a key player in Tesla's global expansion. But what makes India so attractive for this new phase? Labor costs are highly competitive, about 32% lower than in China, which was already considered one of the cheapest countries for automotive production. Compared to the United States, the difference is even more striking. While a worker in a factory in India earns on average $3.80 per hour, in the United States this figure exceeds $36 per hour. Considering that assembling a vehicle requires between 18 and 22 hours of labor, this can represent a savings of up to $2,200 per car. In addition, the Indian government has been making strategic moves to attract large EV manufacturers. Tesla is negotiating import tariff reductions and guaranteed subsidies for local production, which could further reduce operating costs. And that's not all. India is investing heavily in battery production, especially LFP, lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are cheaper and more reliable for electric vehicles. With a projected production capacity of 80 giga by 2025, India is poised to become one of the world's largest LFP battery supply hubs. For Tesla, this means lower taxes, lower logistics costs, and, consequently, an even more affordable Model Q. Another strategic point is India's geographic location. Situated between Europe and Asia, the country offers a significant logistical advantage, facilitating exports to emerging markets in Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and even Europe. Logistics costs can be up to 8% lower than those of production in China, which allows Tesla to adopt a more aggressive pricing policy in these markets. And then there's the domestic market. India is the world's second most populous country, with 1.4 billion people and an automotive industry that sells around 5 million vehicles a year. With a growing middle class and growing interest in electric vehicles, the local market could become one of the Model Q's biggest consumers. This will ensure strong domestic demand and help further reduce export costs.